We might have had the final Group 1 of the season here in Hong Kong on Sunday at Sha Tin. Still plenty more good racing to come, though, through the rest of the season, including the BMW Hong Kong Derby champion back again at Sha Tin this weekend for the Lion Rock Trophy. A very warm welcome to Racing to Winner. I'm Andy Lejeune. Please say I'm joined by our form analyst in Paul Alley and race caller Mark McNamara as well to look ahead to Wednesday night's programme, Mark, at Happy Valley. It's a really strong finish to the card with a Class 3, Class 2 and then a Class 3 again.
Absolutely. Races 7, 8 and 9. They will be with the 9-race program. Andrew, we kick off with a couple of Class 5s, but just in race number 8, 2 horses coming back to Happy Valley out of the Group 3 Queen Mother Memorial Cup. One was beaten home by Panfield by just 3/4 of a length.
There you go. That form sort of works out all right now, doesn't it, after the weekend? Paul, we had a big jackpot at Sha Tin the weekend. Didn't go off, so looking forward to that again on Sunday. What have we got in store, though, on Wednesday night?
No jackpots on Wednesday night, but quite even fields throughout the card. So be interesting to see if we do get one sort of going on forward to next Wednesday night. But no jackpots. There's a couple of first starters, but they have raced in other jurisdictions. Just towards the end of the season, you always see a sort of a splattering of first starters, and we saw a good one on Sunday, didn't we?
We absolutely did, yes. All right, meeting at Happy Valley, though, on Wednesday night. We have 9 races on the programme. Good to firm at the moment, but there's been some really thundery, heavy showers around, so let's definitely keep an eye on the weather, and we'll update you, of course, for meeting number 75 of the campaign. We're on the C course as well. As Mark said, we start off with a couple of Class 5s over the 1,200 metres. On the show today, though, we're concentrating on races 8 and 9. You'll get a full preview of all 9 races on the audio video section of the website, hkjc.com, but the 2 races we'll concentrate on here are races 8 and 9, the last 2 on the programme. And this is a Class 2, the 8th event over the 1650. Good lineup here, headed by Delightful Lau. Is a super run in the Derby, only beaten 2 lengths by Skydarcy, and behind Butterfield last time out over the 2,400 metres in the Queen Mother Memorial Cup. He comes down in trip. Green Luck, blinkers go back on, was a course and distance winner 2 starts back. Savaquin is a 2-time course and distance winner. Flying Quest, a 4-time course and distance winner, and gets back to his winning trip as well, down from the 1,800 metres. Magnificent, likes to roll. He's won 3 times course and distance. Zar ran second to Green Luck a couple of starts back at huge odds. He's off a mark of 81, and we'll jump from barrier number 5 for Matthew Chadwick. Now, as far as the speed map is concerned for this one, Mark, who are the likely runs? We're saying good to slow in the early stages of that, so is there an opportunity for someone to take advantage of that?
I'm not sure if there is, with Magnificent and Solar YY Andrew both liking to race forward, and taking them on, Paul, early in the race might not be the smartest decision, but it's going to allow Magnificent to likely lead Solar YY, and both of them will get very good runs up front.
Yeah, they will, and the Magnificent's a hard horse to get past when he gets rolling as well, with 3-time course and distance winner. If they do leave him alone and he can dictate Magnificent, then he's a big chance. Karis Teaton aboard from barrier 1 there. Look, Savaquin, he'll want a bit of pace on at the back. These horses might start some early moves if they can see something going on, you know, like if they're going pretty slowly up front there. Lobo's Legend, another one who's drawn wide, he might want to push forward as well from that wide draw and try and slot in there. But, yeah, I think Magnificent, the way things are going, he should get a nice soft lead.
And the big winner could be Green Luck if the pace indeed does increase mid-race. If he's just sitting down there quietly, 3 back on the rail, doing no work, he could be the one to overhaul them late.
All right, we can have a look at some of these key races and try and make some sense of it all as well, because a few of them have met in the past. We'll start off with Paul, Savaquin and Delightful Lau. This is over the 1.5 miles, of course, the Queen Mother Memorial Cup Group 3 race.
But they're both coming back to 1650, and they both don't mind the 1650. Delightful Lau is the 3-time course and distance winner. Savaquin has run well as well. And look, I think both of them are legitimate chances in this particular race. Both will need a bit of pace on. That's the key, because they do leave that horse alone in front. He could set it up for himself, but otherwise I think they're both good chances, Mark.
Oh, I agree, Paul. Savaquin's carried 130 pounds to win. He's got 129, but 14 more than the win at Sha Tin 2 runs ago. Like Delightful Lau as a horse, Andrew, but he's never carried more than 120 pounds to win. He's got an extra 13 on his back on Wednesday night.
Yeah, that was Panfield running in 5th place. Came out one of the Group 1 on his next start. So that looks quite good now, doesn't it? Shining Gem and Lobo's Legend. Mark, what about these two?
He'll be fitter, Lobo's Legend. He was first up on the 5th of May for the first time since early in December, and he has won second up. Shining Gem's a horse that he's just raced without a whole lot of luck, and he goes from the 1200 to the 1650 just for the second time, Paul. Races well around Happy Valley, just had him on the edge of the top four.
Yeah, look, I didn't get him in. I just wonder if he's going as well as he was when he did win those races. And the 1650 was a little query for me for Shining Gem.
All right, Green Luck deserves a lot of respect here. A 5-time course and distance winner. And jockey's had plenty of success on the horse as well, is Joe Moreira.
Joe, Green Luck, he's a horse that you know well. You rode him last time out over 1,800 metres. He's been freshened up since then. Back to 1650. What do you make of his chances?
Chances good. Last time, as you indicate, he runs pretty well, and apparently he's shown in the past that he's up to the class. We just gotta hope that things go smooth during the race. If he brings his A game, he's no doubt's a good winning chance.
Last time out he ran well behind a couple of good horses over 1,800, but his wins have all been over 1650. Is this where he does his best racing?
Well, the form indicates that, so hopefully we're not wrong about it, and hopefully, as I said, it's all about, is he really going to get a smooth run? The gate is not too bad. He should have every chance from there. If the race is not like fast and they hold back and stop and go once again, it's all about how the race is going to be playing out. So if it's a smooth run, I think he's got a good winning chance.
So does he not need a good, genuine tempo right the way through the race?
He needs a smooth run. I wouldn't say a fast run race, but I would say he can't be getting interruptions or held up. If that happens during the race, his chances deteriorate quite a bit. So I'm hoping for a smooth run.
Casper's putting the blinkers on him. He hasn't worn them in a race for over a year. What do you make of that?
Probably because it's bringing him back in distance, and he might want to have him a little bit closer from the front runners. I trust Casp, and I think if he's doing that, putting the blinkers back on the horse, that he thinks the horse needs it. So I'm with him on the same page.
Congratulations on a great day on Sunday as well, Joe. 3 winners on 3 promising 3-year-olds. What was your highlight from Sunday?
Career wonder, no doubts. First time up in the great races against some of the best horses in town. Being 3 years old only, that no doubt gets me very excited for the near future.
Yeah, Courier Wonder looks a really exciting prospect, does he? As does Killer B. I was very impressed with him in the last, as you were as well, Mark, I think. But concentrating on Green Luck for a second, he holds the track record here, jointly, in actual fact, with Solar YY, who also goes around.
I think he's the better of the two this week, Andrew. Even though Solar YY was a Class 1 winner 3 starts ago, he's going to get Paul a similar run as we saw in the replay where Joe was working on him. He was beaten home by Savaquin, but there's a big turnaround in the weights for Green Luck this week. He goes up 2, Savaquin goes up 10 from that replay.
Yeah, he does. So they did finish in a bit of a clump as well, that particular race. Look, the blinkers on him, as you heard in that interview there with Edward. Look, he's not a genuine Class 2 horse, Green Luck. He's won 1 from his 22 starts, but he's always there and thereabouts. It's just a query of whether he gets that uninterrupted run in this particular race, but he's still a genuine chance.
Okay, well, here he is up at Chung Fa trialling as well. I need to take note of Conqueror also, Paul. It is Exultant winning the trial, so what do you make of this?
Yeah, look, it was a nice enough trial from these ones. These Chung Fa trials can be nice and quiet as they come down. I thought Conqueror was pushed out a little bit. He's only had the 5 starts. He's only had 1 really good run, and that was at Sha Tin. So he's coming to Happy Valley for the first time. So just a little query on that. But look, it was a nice quiet trial from Green Luck.
It was a Conqueror not seen since the Derby, but of the 2 Green Lucks in the numbers. Conqueror, I just want to see what he did that day at Sha Tin, where he looked pretty good and he's flown home a couple of times, so maybe not a Happy Valley horse at this stage.
All right, OK. As far as the market is concerned, it's been chopping and changing a little bit of late, Paul, but it is Green Luck who's our current favourite. Yeah,
it's quite an open race, this one. Look, just the way the race is going to be run, I'm going to go with Magnificent. I think he'll get a solo lead in front. He should be a decent price. He's currently at 8 and 3. He's been placed 3 times in this grade, and he's been taken on this last few times. There's no natural leader in this race to go with him. So if he does roll along in front, he's on top. Savaquin, look, I think he's going to have to make a mid-race move with this to get into this race. Green Luck should run well, and Delightful Hour, like him coming back here to 1650 at Happy Valley. 9, 4, 3 and 1.
Nearly went Green Luck, but in the end settled for Savaquin just to edge him out. 3/4 a length behind Panfield reads superbly for a horse that loves racing at Happy Valley also. So 4 Savaquin on top. Green Luck not seen since April. Trial was quite up at Chung Fa. The blinkers go and he's been freshened up there. Delightful Hour. Number 7 Flying Quest. Awful last time from the inside gate. He comes back to the 1650 and gets a nice draw just to follow the rail. 4, 3, 1 and 7.
Can't believe there's no love for Tsar. He's placed favourite at this stage as well. He's £10 better off with Green Luck, much better off at the weights with Sabaquin last time he met. And he's back to the mile as well, which is a better trip. Couple of starts over the 1,800 metres. So Tsar will do for me there in race number 8. Still to come, we'll have a look at race number 9. Final race all on the programme. Plus all the best bets. That comes up next. Final race at Happy Valley then on Wednesday night is race number 9. It's a Class 3 contest over the 1,200 metres. Remembering we're on the C course as well, so the draw can be crucial, particularly if you want to go forward. Loving a Boom's got a good gate, though. Inside draw for him, barrier number 1. Sparkling Dragon, third to Snap Fit last time out. Equaletta Blitz was a course and distance winner 3 starts back and run up to Stock Legend last time out. Majestic Star, a last start course and distance as favourite as well. Wine and Wine, 1 course and distance, 2 starts back. Red Titan makes his Hong Kong debut for John Sides. Blake Shinrise from barrier 12, Triple, another course and distance winner this season. And down to Exuberance, who comes up in class for another course and distance win last time out, again as a well-backed favourite, beating Winning Delago. So, as far as the speed map is concerned for this one, Mark, there's plenty of winning form to work around, and the pace should be a little bit more solid as well. We've got Wine and Wine and Equaletta Blitz out in front.
Wine and Wine's drawn barrier number 9, Equaletta Blitz barrier number 11, and they'll come across. Triple. He likes to get himself into a spot like he is on the speed map, Paul. That's just one off with cover, but he just pulled too hard last time. Sky Show's on the rail. Majestic Star, he was in the perfect spot and was a very impressive winner last time, but is going to be 1 spot further back on the rail this week.
I just wonder if Triple drawing barrier number 3, if they'll decide to kick up on the inside, because he's a horse, as you said, pulled last time. Wine and Wine from 9 will just have to work a little bit to get down to the rail that way, and they'll just have that little bit of extra work. Now, Equaletta Blitz, he could be last because he's been slow out of the gates a few times as well. So you're not really sure what you're going to get with Equaletta Blitz. So that could just disrupt the pace of the race here.
And when he last won Triple, he had barrier number 1 and was in behind the leader, came out of the top of the straight and blasted through. So Paul might be right, Andrew. Lead and hand up to say Wine and Wine or Equaletta Blitz.
All right, we'll have a look at it, Equaletta Blitz in a bit more detail in a second or so, along with some of the key races as well. First, though, let's get Ed Sadler's view on the last.
Thank you, Andrew. One horse I'm going to be keeping a close eye on in this race is Majestic Star from the Ricky Hughes stable. He's a 3-year-old PP who won twice in Australia and Victoria prior to coming to Hong Kong. I was really impressed by the way that he trialled leading into his last start run. And given the way that he trialled at Happy Valley, given the way that he won there last time out, this track really seems to suit him. And Joe Moreira is going to stick with him on Wednesday.
He had obviously a perfect run through. He had the best gate on the day. Clear run on the straight, everything was perfect. He definitely needs the same thing, going the same way again. If he does get a smooth run as well, no doubt he's a good enough horse to be winning once again.
The Valley belonged to Joe Moreira last week, of course, Andrew, with 5 winners. That could have been a championship-defining night. And for me, Majestic Star looks like one of his better hopes as he tries to continue his terrific run of form heading into Wednesday.
Great stuff. Thanks, Ed. And I think at least one member of the team agrees with you as well. Let's have a look at that race another time. Take 2. Here we go. So Majestic Star is actually £7 worse off now, Mark, with Wine and Wine, who was engaged in this field as well. But, I mean, the manner of the victory, you'd say there might be a little bit more to come as well. There's Wine and Wine ducked back to the inside.
This was his first look around Happy Valley under race conditions for Majestic Star also. He just did it so well down the straight. That's Harmony and Blessed, Capital Star. Kind of cool. Paul was following him into the race. He looks a natural around the valley. Joe sticks. I don't see any reason why he can't win again.
I'm with you. And from barrier number 4 as well, he should get this really nice run. And I thought he won quite cosily there with plenty in hand as well. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about that weight increase against Wine and Wine.
OK, and Majestic Star gets barrier 4, Wine and Wine. As we mentioned before with the speed map, gets barrier number 9 this time round. What about, though, Paul? Loving a Boom, ever consistent, generally gets back. But I just wonder from barrier 1 where it'll be a little bit closer in the run this time round. The other horse to keep an eye on who was closer in the run was Sky Show.
Yeah, that's the query with Loving a Boom. He's at 9 seconds, just a 1 win from his 27 starts, but he always catches the eye, flashing home late. So I'll be interested to see if they are tempted to go a little bit closer from barrier 1. I thought Sky Show's going to get a nice run in this race. He's got a low draw and a light weight as well. So, look, I've got both Loving a Boom and Sky Show in the numbers.
Got Loving a Boom in his last 4 gates, 12, 12, 6 and 12. He hasn't won since May 2019. That was off a rating of 73, but he's drawn a gate, Andrew. Even if he jags back, he's not going to have to drag back and ease across. He's just going to get that perfect trip on the rail.
Yeah, just hope it opens up for him. There's always the argument just not to change the horse's running style because he's got a really sharp turn of foot. Right, we're at the gates for this one to take a look at Sparkling Dragon. Here he is in barrier number 7. The other horse I should say to look out for is Triple Triple. He's coming out of barrier number 4. There we go, now they're rolling.
Triple Triple. He gets very keen, Paul, around the first turn here, and that's the reason I left him out this week. And the further they went along the back, the harder he pulled. Sparkling Dragon goes back and runs on. There was nothing in the report for his failure 2 starts ago other than Karras reported he felt flat, but you can see there Triple Triple's run his race at the top of the straight.
Yeah, look, I think both of them were on the cusp for me, but they both didn't quite make it in. Look, they're not bad runs from the 2 of them, but no, neither made it in the end.
It was a super ride and from Alfie Chan up the inside there to get Snap Fit home. Sparkling Dragon flashing him in late. Now, we're back at the gates again for this one, Paul. The reason being is Equalator Blitz. You were talking about this as far as his barrier manners were concerned. He's coming out of barrier 3 on this occasion, and he wasn't too bad, but he can be worse.
Yeah, this is the thing. You just don't know what you're going to get with him. Look, he just hopped up a little bit, but he wasn't too far away, was he? He still managed to get himself onto the pace from that, but he has done it worse in the past.
All right, and this is probably one of those occasions now, Mark, where 2 starts back for him. He's out in barrier number 11, and this is one of the times it didn't go right.
And he has done this on multiple occasions. He's got barrier number 11 again this week, and the gates go back, up in there he goes, and that's the end of the section. He's got very good gate speed when he gets it right. But if you back him, you've got to take into allowance that he can do exactly that.
All right, but this was last time out, Paul, barrier number 7. So we're watching this time. Much sharper outs and a better result as a result of that. Yeah,
so that's the thing. It's just what you're going to get on the night. But if he can do that, it's fine. If he does the hi-ho silver thing, then you're in trouble. But look, if he jumps out cleanly and can get across, then this is what can happen. But there's a few ifs and buts there.
He's been beaten in this race by Stock Legend, who's quite a smart horse in himself. If he jumps cleanly, Equalator Blitz with his early speed, he can at least get over one off quickly. Nothing wrong with running second behind Stock Legend. Jazz Steed, there's Transcendent running on, so the form around this race is very good. If he jumps, he is a legitimate chance.
Yeah, so Transcendent's won on Wednesday night, and that was Zach's first sit on Equalator Blitz last time as well. Stays on board this time round, so he knows exactly what he's going to get, in theory, on Wednesday nights. Our favourite, Paul, is actually Loving a Boom at this stage. Yeah, I've got him in Loving a Boom. I'm going to go with Majestic Star, though. I think as a young horse, he's still going through the grades. Was a nice win last time. I think he can go back-to-back, Majestic Star. Sky Show, now, he should be, whatever happens with Equalator Blitz, he should get a really nice run just in behind the pace. He's got a light weight as well, so he's in there. I thought Exuberance last start win was very good. And he's up in grade with a lightweight, so he's right in it for me, and then Loving a Boom. 4, 10, 12 and 1.
Stick solid with Majestic Star. Really good last time. Carries 127 pounds, so he's up 6 for the win. Joe's on board again for Ricky Yu. He bought the trial form around Happy Valley to Happy Valley on race night. Keep the eyes closed at the start around Equalator Blitz and hope he does jump okay. Loving a Boom from barrier number 1. He's hard to leave out when he draws 12. Let alone barrier number 1. And Sparkling Dragon, better last time, made good ground. He was only beaten a neck at the end by Snap Fit, who got right up the rail and bounced straight back from that poor run 2 starts ago. 4, 3, 1 and 2. I'll stick with Loving a Boom here. I'm slightly surprised he's favourite at this stage, but I did like the win of Exuberant last time as well. Off a lightweight, think he could be dangerous as well. Now, 9 races on the programme, Paul. A couple of Class 5s to start the night, so give us the highlights. Who are the winners? Look, I've got Alex Lie on top in the first here. I thought it's a really open race, that, and after me, a really well-rated horse going well at the moment. So we've got him in there. Destined Jury's been downgraded. I'm going to take a chance of Ice Legend. He's a horse who's been up at Chungfar for a long period and changed stables. Farfar was impressive last time. He won nicely. Dancing Fighter, let's see if he can win for the Movie Star as well. He should get a nice run from barrier 5. And then we've talked about Magnificent and Majestic Star in the last.
And don't forget, you can head to the website, the audio and video section there, and myself, Paul and Mark going through each and every race as well. But the best bets, Paul, who do we like on the programme?
I like Far last time, and he got the chocolates. I think he can go back to back Far. Another young horse going through the grades. Has spent some time in Chungfar, but the horse is going really well at the moment, and he should get a really nice run. And I just really liked his turn of foot last time. So race 5, number 2, Far is the best. And the long shot. Now, Ice Legend, hopefully he'll get a price. He's about 11 or 12 at the moment. He's a horse who's only had the one start. He went out over 100 to 1 on debut. Down the straight at Sha Tin. He got... there was a loose horse in that race, and he got interfered with halfway down, but still managed to pick himself up and hit the line really strongly. He's won 2 trials at Chungfar. I think he can run a race there. And the play will be in race number 5, Quinella Place, or Swinger, wherever you're from, the 2, 3, 4. Far, Galactic coming to Abbey Valley for the first time, and Superb Daddy.
Loyalty's the key of the show today, with Majestic Star good to us last time, so we'll stick with him as well. Joe on board again for Ricky Yu, up 6 pounds in weight, but gee, he was good at his first start at Happy Valley. So race 9, number 4, Majestic Star in the last to go back-to-back, and Stormtrooper went off at just under 90 to 1 last time. He had a wide draw on the back of a trial, and he raced greenly. He should have got a little closer to maybe running a place. He wasn't going to win, but he did roar home from well back in the field, so we'll go with him again. Race 4, number 6, Stormtrooper, Matthew Chadwick in the play in race 7. A QP, 2 Larson, loves Happy Valley, 3 Dancing Fighters, 1 Run Fitter, and Hard Conquer's racing very consistently too. 2, 3 and 6.
Well, speaking of being loyal, Tsar, he'll do for me. Low weight, much less weight than he ran second to Green Luck, couple of starts back. He's had a couple of runs over the 1800 and is now back to the extended mile. Perfect for him from barrier number 5. So Matthew Chadwick could be in for a good night, as could Vincent Ho, because I think Team Good Luck can run a big race in race number 6. First visit to the Valley, but from the inside gate should get a nice run there, coming out of a race which the form looks okay. And the QQP, Delightful Allow, Green Luck and Tsar in race number 8. There you go, those are the best of the night there at Happy Valley. And then looking forward, Mark, to the weekend, the Lion Rock Trophy with the Derby winner back on show.
Absolutely, Sky Darcy lines up in that race. More than this, who went so close to beating Golden 60, is also nominated for the race, Paul. He'll have his first start. He's had a stable change since then. He's moved to Denny Shum's barn, but your horse, Sky Darcy, was good to you in the Derby, and he's back this week.
Yeah, so and right back in trip, which is going to be right ideal for him. Back to 1400 metres, looks good.
All right, make sure you check out Hong Kong Direct this week as we're looking back on the Standard Chartered Champions and Shader Cup. But that's the show. Thanks for watching. On behalf of Paul and Mark and the rest of the team, hopefully see you at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. We will be racing to win.